Hey, what's up guys, so you know it's Best here. This is going to be my final video covering CES 2017, which went down in Vegas just a few days ago. And CES is just a very fun time where you can see a lot of cool products, a big, massive show. If you've never been, definitely go check it out. So while I'm trying to get around people that are blocking my way, just standing there, I hate that, you got a chance to see a bunch of cool stuff like DJs and all these different balls that are going up and down in different formations, to submarines that you can buy, and also you can see women dancing on tables. Probably not the way you're thinking about that happens in Vegas, but nonetheless, at the CES show floor you can see a little bit of everything. Like this VR spear which plays 360 video. I can see this being put into a mall or somewhere like that, and you can play 360 video from YouTube and the person can spin it around, or they have models where you can actually spin it around with your own hands. And then this crazy cool water cooling system. So if you're trying to game in the desert, this will probably be for you. But I would say one of the coolest demonstration of a product did come from Samsung. They had their Gear VR setup, and last year they did something very similar to this, but this year they really went over the top. They had this basically like simulator, I guess, like fighter jets use, and it can turn you 360 degrees upside down, left and right, and spin you around and make you feel like you're in space doing a dogfight. And it looked really cool. The line was way too long for me to sit there and try to use it. So this reminds me of like Six Flags, where they have their own VR roller coaster. So it's something cool, very interactive, instead of just sitting down in a chair or just standing straight up. And this definitely looks cool. People were screaming and going crazy, so Samsung did a really good job with this particular booth. Now, keeping with VR, I got a chance to try a standalone VR headset coming from the folks over at Pico, and this is the Pico Neo CV, and they are trying to release this in 2017. No firm date just yet, but this is a standalone set. It doesn't need to be tethered to a computer or have a phone inserted inside of it. It's basically all self-contained. It has two 1.5K displays that are running about 90 hertz, so it was actually a pretty smooth experience. You can see him doing some crazy stuff here, but the demo that they had was actually a bunch of lasers, and you had to get really low to the ground and try to get through the lasers without touching them and dying. And so I do play a lot of VR. I mostly use the Oculus Rift for my personal taste, but to be able to use this fully untethered, not have to worry about any cord getting in the way, was really fun. And being on the show floor and taking it off and just seeing all the people that were staring at you look pretty stupid while using it was also fun as well. But the overall headset was super lightweight. I would probably recommend them having a strap in the top of it to go across the top middle to really keep it from moving. But overall, it did feel very comfortable and fine-tuned. And they say the battery life is about 2.5 hours, so that should be plenty of time for any one-time gaming session in VR or doing anything in VR. So overall, I'm really interested to see where the future of standalone VR headsets take off in 2017. That's definitely a good start. Now, another big hit at CES was cars, and this is a van coming from Mercedes-Benz that had two drones at the top that you can launch off and be able to capture footage of different things. And also Toyota probably made the best looking car in my opinion, but this one looks super futuristic. We're probably not gonna see that on the road anytime soon. But the one that made the most noise came from a company called Faraday Future, and this is going to be probably one of the competitors to Tesla. It still has a long way to go to really compete with Tesla, since Tesla does have a pretty nice head start. But this is a car that's going to have autonomous driving capabilities and also be able to park itself. So you'll be able to back up into a parking spot, which is something that some other cars can't do. And it just looks very nice, very sleek. It looks very cool. So this is definitely another car company to keep track of. And autonomous driving is really taking off, and this year is going to be really big for that, and I can't wait. Now, moving on to something that may not be super exciting, but this comes from Samsung, and this is their Flex Drive, Flex Washer system. And basically both of these things can run two different loads at the same time. And this is cool because I hate to wash clothes. It just sucks. To be able to knock out two different loads at the same time is great. And there's a lot of good flexibility you can do with this. You can wash different types of materials and things like that at the same time. Now, over at Panasonic, they had this microphone array setup, and this was really cool because you can put some headphones on, and this microphone array was able to target different speakers. And once you put them on, the noise reduction was crazy good. It blocked out all the different noise from the show floor, and you only heard from one speaker that was playing music, another speaker that was playing a particular language. That worked great. But also at Panasonic, they had their Lumix station where they had this setup where you can try out the brand new GH5. And this is going to be a beast of a camera, especially for people who are trying to record in 4K. I had the GH4 that came out a few years ago, and it's a great camera for video. And this camera's also going to get the ability to record HDR video, and that will be released in a software update later this year. So I think this camera's going to be coming out around the springtime, so I'm really interested in it. And they're also adding a new 6K photo mode, because people don't buy this camera for taking photos, but they are trying to entice those people just a little bit, but to give you another option. But I will be be mostly using this for video when I do get my hands on it. But overall, guys, this is my experience at CES 2017. Again, I do recommend getting out to this one year. Bring your hand sanitizer, bring your cameras, bring your best walking shoes, because you will be walking a lot, but also you'll be having a great time. And I want to do also another last shout out to the sponsor for my entire CES experience, which was Quickset. And Quickset are the makers of some really cool smart locks that allow you to not have to use your keys every time you're trying to get into your apartment or to your home. They have a lock called the Kivo, which will allow you just to tap your finger on it, and it will sense that your phone is on the outside of the door and automatically unlock it. And then other ones like the Premise that will allow you to unlock your phone from anywhere in the world and use the touch screen to be able to get in. And they have something for everybody, so definitely go check them out at quickset.com, and that link will be down below. But now I want to thank you for watching my CES videos, but now it's time to get back to my regularly scheduled programming, and like always, I will catch you later. Peace.